Welcome, people of planet Earth and all planets beyond. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Josh, and my family and I buy and sell things we find from the thrift store onto places like eBay, Depop, and Grail. That is our living. And these are our top 5 thrift finds this week, so let's check them out. So this week we've been a little bit more selective on the thrift stores we went to. We're not going really far away. Gas prices are just nuts right now, so trying to save a little bit there. But we did go to some of our favorite spots and we found some pretty cool stuff. So let's go ahead and kick it off here at number 5. Number 5 here, yes sir! You guys know what I'm talking about. We got the Creed Weathered Tour Tee World Tour 2002-2003. So technically this is probably vintage now. The t-shirt is certainly weathered. It's seen better days. It's definitely got a pretty dope looking fade. Actually a real nice looking fade, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know what, I haven't even looked up the price for this Creed tee, but of course it's a band tee. I mean, I bet I could probably get 40 to 50 bucks for this, maybe more. Maybe I'm sleeping on it, but definitely had to pick it up. If you know, you know. So Creed, definitely one of my first forays into like harder, edgier music. So I guess thank you guys. All right, now at number 4 we have vintage Pendleton. It's always a yes for us here. We have a probably like a 70s or 80s piece right here. This one's actually probably 70s. It's in pretty good condition. Wool flannel. I don't see any major holes. Maybe one little hole right up here, but not too bad. These do pretty well for us. We probably get between $30 and $60 depending. This red one might get like 40 or 50. So pretty cool find. Always interested in finding Pendleton wherever I can. So good pickup here. So here's another interesting one. So this is a pretty cool jacket right here. This is a Woolrich jacket. So definitely have the sort of Woolrich Pendleton theme going on here. But this is a cool rain jacket. Probably 70s, maybe early 80s. Super dope. Got the hood. It just looks dope. I just love the pockets. I don't think it's Gore-Tex or anything, but look at those. Like, it's got like the little sheep on the buttons here. That's pretty cool. So I think this is a pretty solid little piece. I think we paid $1 for it. So $1 for this jacket. Pretty cool. I guess $40, maybe $50 if I'm lucky. I might get a little bit less for it. I might take a little less for it because I paid so little for it. But it's still a super dope looking jacket. So definitely looks stylish in this thing, especially with those cool sheep buttons. All right, now at number 2 we have this military uniform, I believe. Looks like it's got some military buttons here. This was like made in St. Louis. But what really attracted me to this when I was, I obviously saw the buttons, and so I was like, okay, probably some sort of military, and I do pretty good with military stuff. But I looked inside the pocket right here, and it actually shows me when it was made, and it was produced in 1944. So this is from right around the World War II. Just a really interesting piece here from some tailoring company. Let's see, like J8. No, so, but like I don't know. I figured like old stuff. That's kind of what I'm into, right? So I picked it up. It looks super interesting. I'm gonna do some more research on it. But I have sold stuff like this for $80 to $120. Military stuff does really well, especially World War II era stuff. So when I do a little bit more research and get some better understanding about this particular garment, maybe I'll come back and talk about it. But it was a really cool find. Picked it up for like $3. So definitely a cool piece right here in my opinion. Now before we get to number 1, remember tomorrow, Monday at 7 p.m. and pretty much every Monday for the rest of the year, we will be doing live streams, opening rag bags, searching for vintage tees. So join us for that. Ask questions if you have questions about your own vintage clothing or just want to talk about vintage and the market in general. Just hang out. So come on out, 7 p.m. here on this channel tomorrow, Mondays, pretty much for the rest of the year. So check us out, come hang out. Now at number 1, this one is pretty amazing. I got it for a steal. It was unmarked at this flea market booth. Went to the flea market owner. I said, hey, there's like no markings on any of their items here. What do you have any idea what they want for it, or if they can contact them? And she didn't really care. She's like, I know the person, so $20. So she gave me this right here for $20. I know it looks pretty wild. Look at that. This is fur. I believe it's real fur. I believe this is either fox or mink or a combination of the two. I'm not super great with my furs yet, but I think this is a little bit longer, so I think it's fox. If you know and you can tell in the video, hit me up in the comments below. But check this thing out. It is super sick, but it's also, you unzip it, it's reversible. It's leather on the back side, fur and like a sort of crushed velvet on the front side. And there are no branding tags. The only tags that I have are right here, and it says fur origin Denmark, leather origin Italy, size small. I don't know much about this jacket, but I've looked at other stuff. This fur here is actually dyed red, but I've looked at other stuff, and similar items go for $300 to $500 or more. We'll see. I really don't know. It's such an interesting piece, having no real idea of who made it. It's a wild looking design. It's pretty well constructed, if I say so myself. Definitely a wild piece. It's definitely something that caught my eye. And for $20, I figured I can take the risk. Someone will pay $100 for this if things get really bad. But we're gonna try to get the most out of it we can. I just think it's a wild piece. Maybe it's perfect for your Valentine's night out. I don't know. But it's super cool, super wild. I expect big things from this particular jacket, so we will have to see. All right, so that's the top 5. I hope you enjoyed it. There's some really interesting stuff in there. Maybe not like some of the biggest on-brand or hype items, but there are things that I find super interesting because I get to research and learn more about the history of these vintage items. So that is a good week in my book. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.